In life, we each face moments where things seem to slip away, things we cherished, dreams we held close, relationships we treasured. It's natural to feel as though what's been lost is gone forever, as if the cracks in our lives are irreparable. But there is a power, a divine force, that quietly whispers otherwise. This power, which we are intimately connected to, holds within it the capability to restore all that has been lost. It's a force that is deeply attuned to your spirit, one that resides within you, always waiting, always capable of renewing what once seemed broken beyond repair. Consider that everything in your life begins with the imagination, your own sacred gift. What you see within, the visions you nurture in the quiet recesses of your mind, have the potential to manifest into reality. It's not a distant, vague hope, it's a principle as real as the air you breathe. The thoughts you think, the feelings you cultivate, are like seeds planted in fertile soil. With unwavering faith, these seeds will grow, even if you cannot see them. Imagine your life fully restored, whole and complete once more. Dare to see yourself as the person who has already been restored, as one who walks in the light of divine abundance, knowing that restoration is your birthright. Faith in this inner power isn't just an abstract concept, it's an active, creative force. When you call upon it, feel within yourself the conviction that what you have lost is already on its way back to you, renewed and multiplied. Doubt may arise, but remember, doubt is only a shadow, a fleeting distraction. True faith persists, despite any outer evidence to the contrary. Faith is the courage to see beyond the present moment and into a future where the light of God's grace has mended what was broken, healed what was hurt, and returned to you all that you thought was lost. Imagine yourself as a vessel of God's love, a channel through which divine power flows freely. In this state, loss is not something that defines you, rather, it is a mere stage in the unfolding of a grander design. Allow yourself to dwell in the belief that God's infinite resources are always available to you. These are not words meant for others, they are for you right now. Accept them, hold them close, and feel them radiate through your spirit. Each day, spend a few moments seeing yourself as whole, complete, and divinely restored. Feel the joy of it, the peace that fills you as you realize that everything you thought was gone is already making its way back to you. Just as a river flows unceasingly to the ocean, so does the abundance of God flow unceasingly toward you. Do not wait for outer evidence, it is the inner conviction, the quiet certainty within, that brings forth what you desire. Let gratitude fill your heart, not just for what has already manifested, but for what is yet to come. In this gratitude, there is a recognition that your journey is aligned with divine timing, that every moment has led you to a place of inner strength and wisdom. What you have lost has merely opened space within you for something even greater. This is the gift of faith, the awareness that God's plan for you is far more magnificent than you can yet see. Know that your life is a canvas, and the brush is held by your faith and imagination, painted with colors of hope, love, and divine certainty. See the beauty in every stroke, for it is there that restoration begins, even in what may appear to be absence or loss. The divine spark within you has never dimmed, it shines now, guiding you toward a life where what was lost is returned 100-fold, renewed in beauty and boundless grace. Every soul walking this journey encounters seasons of loss, moments when things slip through our fingers despite our best efforts. Yet loss is not an end. In the spiritual reality we're immersed in, loss is simply a pause, a moment that invites us to recognize the power within us, to see that restoration is already unfolding beneath the surface. Even in the quiet, still places where it seems nothing is happening, know that divine energy is working tirelessly, reshaping your reality in ways you may not yet perceive. This power, the very essence of God within you, knows no limits and holds no judgment. It responds to your faith, to the images you impress upon your mind, and to the beliefs you carry in your heart. Understand that your imagination is not just a tool, but a sacred link to the divine source. When you visualize restoration, when you see yourself as whole, complete, and unburdened, you aren't merely daydreaming. You are engaging with the very fabric of creation. The thoughts you nurture, the images you hold dear, become the foundation of the life you experience. This is not a process meant for the distant future, but a reality you can embrace now. Let your mind dwell on images of fulfillment, of lost things returned, of joy and peace restored. Feel within yourself that in this very moment you are worthy of complete renewal. Some may ask, how can I believe in restoration when everything seems lost, but faith is a bridge between what you can see and what is yet unseen? To have faith is to trust that the unseen reality of God's love and abundance is more real than any outer condition. It's to believe, even in the darkness, that light is on its way. It's a quiet, unshakable confidence that goes beyond appearances and circumstances. When you cultivate this faith, you're inviting divine forces into your life, allowing them to rearrange, restore, and rebuild. Every moment spent in doubt is simply a detour, but know that even detours lead back to the path of restoration. As you walk this path, hold on to the belief that God's love for you is absolute and limitless. There is no force, no circumstance that can separate you from this divine love. And in that love lies every answer, every solution, every restoration you could ever need. You do not need to plead or beg for this restoration. It's already yours, given freely by the Creator who delights in seeing you whole. Accepting this restoration is not a matter of convincing an external force, it's a matter of allowing yourself to believe that you are worthy of receiving it. Let go of any belief that suggests you are somehow undeserving or that you must first achieve some arbitrary level of worthiness. In God's eyes, you are already enough. The obstacles you face are merely opportunities to deepen your trust, to release old patterns of thought, and to embrace the divine truth within you. See yourself as a vessel of this truth, knowing that within you lies the same power that formed the stars and breathed life into creation. This power is not distant or selective, it is ever present, ever willing to work through you, and ever capable of restoring everything that may have been lost. Reflect on this truth: you are not separate from God. The divine is not some distant entity, it resides within you as a spark, a quiet voice, a constant presence that guides and heals. When you feel lost, remember that this connection cannot be broken. Your very essence is woven from the love of the Creator, and because of this, you are never truly without. What seems absent is only awaiting your recognition to return to you. With every heartbeat, you draw closer to that which you desire. With every breath, you move in harmony with the divine rhythm that orchestrates the restoration of all things. As you engage with this divine power, remember that the language of God is not one of hurry or impatience. Restoration unfolds in perfect timing, at a pace that honors your growth and prepares you to fully receive what's meant for you. Sometimes what we desire is delayed, not as a punishment, but as a divine act of love, ensuring that we are ready to embrace it completely. Trust in this timing, knowing that every day, even in the quiet, unseen moments, God is arranging every detail of your life for your highest good. There is a peace in surrender, in letting go of the need to control, and instead allowing yourself to be led by a force that knows exactly what you need and when you need it. In moments of doubt, return to gratitude. Gratitude is the language of abundance, the acknowledgement that you are already receiving, even if the physical evidence has yet to appear. Let gratitude be the foundation of your thoughts, a constant reminder that divine abundance flows to you effortlessly, regardless of appearances. Feel grateful for what you have, for what you once had, and for what is yet to come. This attitude of thankfulness creates an open channel through which divine energy flows freely, carrying with it the gifts of healing, restoration, and renewal. Know that no loss is ever final, for in God's realm nothing is truly lost. What has left your life in one form can return in another, often more beautiful than before. Allow yourself to let go of rigid expectations, to release any attachment to how restoration should look. Trust that what returns to you will be exactly what you need, arriving in ways that may surprise and uplift you. Remember, divine intelligence works in ways beyond our comprehension, often bringing us blessings disguised as loss, leading us to discoveries we may not have found otherwise. When you feel the weight of what's gone, let it be a reminder to turn inward, to seek comfort in the divine presence that never leaves you. In these moments, visualize yourself standing in a place of abundance, surrounded by all that you once lost, restored and magnified in beauty. Feel the joy of it, the fulfillment of knowing that nothing and no one can withhold from you the blessings that are your birthright. As you do this, you are aligning yourself with the flow of divine energy, allowing it to move freely in your life, bringing forth miracles of restoration in its perfect time. When you face challenges, see them as opportunities to deepen your connection with God's power within you. Know that every hardship is but a call to faith, an invitation to trust even more deeply. And with each act of trust, you build a foundation upon which divine restoration can stand firm. As you walk this path, each step taken in faith draws you closer to the full realization of God's promise for your life. In the stillness of your heart, feel the truth that your Creator desires only good for you, that every path, even those marked by loss, leads to a higher purpose. Allow this truth to resonate deeply, to anchor you in moments of uncertainty. When you feel unsteady, return to this core belief that God's plan for you is a plan of peace, joy, and restoration. Hold this vision close, for in doing so, you are nurturing the seeds of new beginnings, seeds that will blossom into a life filled with renewed hope and purpose. Each day, let your thoughts dwell on images of abundance. Let your heart rest in the assurance that God's love encompasses all things, restoring even what seems impossible. Imagine just for a moment a future where every loss has been turned into a gift, where every sorrow has blossomed into joy. This is not mere fantasy, but a divine promise that is as real as your faith will allow it to be. Accept this vision, hold it close, and let it become the reality you walk in. When doubts come, remind yourself that they are but fleeting shadows, and in the presence of divine light, all shadows disappear. Your role is not to understand every step of the journey, but to trust in the one who guides you. With every moment spent in faith, you are aligning with God's promise, drawing closer to the restoration of all things. Know that God is always at work, always orchestrating, always bringing forth blessings that exceed your expectations. Let your heart be at peace, knowing that in divine timing, all things are made whole. In the quiet moments, rest in the knowledge that what was lost is on its way back to you, renewed and blessed beyond measure. Walk forward, not with worry or regret, but with a heart full of faith, knowing that you are held, loved, and restored by a power that knows no end. Embrace this truth deeply, knowing that the love of God is the bedrock upon which your life is built. Even when the outer world seems uncertain or fragile, this divine foundation is unshakable. In the quiet spaces of your soul, listen for that still small voice, the voice that is eternally kind, eternally patient, and unfathomably wise. It tells you that everything you have lost, everything that feels broken, is already being prepared for restoration. Imagine as you sit with this thought the gentle and miraculous ways in which your life can be transformed. Restoration is not a hurried act, it is a sacred unfolding, a blossoming of divine love and abundance in your life. Each day is an opportunity to practice this awareness, to turn your gaze inward, where true restoration begins. Understand that your inner world, the sanctuary of your mind and heart, is the true source of everything that manifests outwardly. The divine is constantly speaking, constantly affirming, constantly creating, and you are its vessel. When you think thoughts of love, hope, and renewal, you are harmonizing with this divine flow. Your life becomes a testament to the creative power of faith, a faith that can transcend loss and bring forth blessings where there once seemed to be only emptiness. Allow yourself to rest in this divine certainty, in the knowledge that all things are possible for those who believe. Remember, God is not only capable of restoring what has been lost, but delights in doing so, bringing you into a greater understanding of divine love and abundance. In this journey, patience becomes your ally, for divine timing is a mystery that requires your trust. Know that every delay is purposeful. Every moment of waiting is a part of the greater tapestry that is being woven for your life. The threads of loss, woven together with the threads of faith, create a masterpiece beyond what the human mind can comprehend. Imagine yourself as a part of this divine masterpiece. See every challenge, every heartbreak, as a brushstroke in the grand artwork of your life. Stand in awe of the beauty that is emerging, even if you cannot see the full picture yet. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, that every experience is shaping you, molding you into the person capable of receiving all that is meant for you. There is an immense peace in surrendering to this process, in letting go of the need to understand every step, and instead allowing yourself to simply be led. When you release control, you open yourself up to the miraculous. You create space within yourself for divine energy to flow freely, unhindered by doubt or fear. In this openness, you become like a child again, full of wonder and trust, receptive to the boundless gifts of the Creator. Remember that true faith is not about forcing outcomes, but about trusting that the highest good is always unfolding, even when the path is not immediately clear. With each step, remind yourself that you are walking in the light of God's promise, a promise that is unbreakable, unshakable, and infinitely loving. In this state of faith, begin to envision your life as fully restored. See it in vivid detail. Feel the joy of having everything you need, the peace of being exactly where you are meant to be. This vision is not merely wishful thinking, it is a divine instruction, a call to align with the truth of who you are and the blessings that are inherently yours. Let this vision be your guiding star, a light that keeps you steady and hopeful, even in moments of uncertainty. Remember, the mind that holds on to divine images, images of wholeness, will see them reflected in the outer world in due time. As you walk through each day, cultivate a heart of gratitude, not only for what you see, but also for what you know is on its way. This gratitude is a powerful affirmation that signals your readiness to receive. It tells the universe, I am open, I am receptive. I trust in the process even before restoration becomes visible. Let your gratitude be unwavering. Know that this thankfulness creates an energetic field around you, a magnetic force that draws blessings into your life. In your mind's eye, see these blessings pouring over you like rain, filling every area of your life with abundance and grace. Let your actions align with this faith. Walk with a sense of expectancy, treating each moment as though it holds the key to your restoration. When you feel discouraged, remind yourself that the same God who created the universe is within you, guiding every step, orchestrating every detail. There is no obstacle too great, no loss too deep that divine love cannot heal. You are not powerless, you are a co-creator with God, capable of transforming your reality through the power of belief. Your role is simply to hold the vision, to maintain your faith, and to trust that the process is working in your favor. In moments of silence, when the world around you grows quiet, feel the presence of God more closely than ever. Know that this presence is never far, that it is always within, ready to lift you, to heal you, to restore you. Let this divine presence be your source of comfort and strength. Feel it within you, a quiet force that sustains you, that whispers words of encouragement and love. In this silence, you are reminded of your true nature, of the power that resides within you, and of the limitless potential for restoration that God has placed in your soul. Every step you take in faith strengthens this connection, deepens this bond. Your trust in divine timing is a testament to your understanding that God's ways are perfect, that nothing is ever lost but simply transformed. And as you continue to walk in faith, as you hold on to the vision of a life restored, know that you are not only creating a future for yourself but inspiring those around you. Your journey becomes a beacon of hope, a testament to the transformative power of faith and divine love. When you encounter others who are experiencing loss, you will find yourself filled with compassion, for you understand the journey they are on. You will see in them the same divine spark, the same potential for renewal. And in sharing your faith, your vision, you become a vessel for God's love, helping others to see that they too are worthy of restoration. This is the ripple effect of divine love, an unending cycle of healing, growth, and transformation. You become not only a recipient of God's grace, but also a channel for it, spreading the message of hope and renewal to all those who cross your path. This journey of restoration is a sacred one, an unfolding that allows you to experience the fullness of God's love. Each day brings new opportunities to see the divine in all things, to recognize that every moment, every encounter is part of the tapestry of restoration. Trust that your life is in divine hands, that every piece of your story is being woven together with care and intention. There is no randomness, No accident, only the perfect order of God's love guiding you toward wholeness. As you move forward, let this journey be one of joy, even in the face of challenges. Embrace the unfolding of your life with an open heart, knowing that you are always held, always loved, and always being restored. Every experience you have, every lesson learned is part of a divine alchemy transforming your soul and preparing you to receive what is meant for you. Even when you feel weary, even when your path seems unclear, trust that there is a larger design at work, a plan that is far beyond the limitations of human understanding. Each trial, each loss, is simply a stepping stone toward the blessings that are waiting to unfold in your life. Remember that faith isn't just about belief, it's about knowing, a deep inner knowing that God's promise of restoration is already fulfilled. When you rest in this knowing, you release the need to control or force outcomes. You become a vessel for divine grace, a witness to the beauty of surrender. This act of letting go is not a passive one, it is filled with quiet strength and unshakable resolve. It's a declaration that you trust God's timing, that you believe His plans are perfect, even when they don't align with your own. As you surrender, you create space for miracles. You invite divine guidance to take the lead, knowing that what is coming is even greater than what you could imagine. In this space of surrender, begin to view every moment as sacred. Each day is an invitation to witness the divine at work, even in the smallest details. When you truly open your eyes, you'll start to see signs of restoration everywhere, small miracles that remind you that God is near, orchestrating every detail with precision and love. Perhaps it's a renewed sense of peace, a comforting word from a friend, or a moment of beauty in nature that speaks to your soul. These are whispers of the divine, gentle reminders that you are not alone, that every loss is being turned into gain. Allow yourself to dwell in these moments, to soak in the beauty of God's love surrounding you. Let this love fill you with confidence, knowing that you are deserving of every blessing that is on its way. Sometimes the act of receiving is the most profound act of faith, for it acknowledges that you are worthy in the eyes of the Creator. There is no need to earn this love, no need to prove your worthiness. It is given freely, abundantly, and unconditionally. When you truly accept this, when you open your heart to receive, you unlock the doors to restoration. Picture yourself standing at the threshold of this new beginning, this divine renewal. Feel the energy of possibility swirling around you, an energy that is vibrant and alive. Imagine that every aspect of your life is touched by this divine presence, your relationships, your work, your dreams, and your spirit. See them all transformed, renewed, filled with purpose and joy. This vision is not a distant hope, but a reality that is already unfolding. Every time you return to this image in your mind, you bring it closer into being, aligning yourself with the very essence of divine creation. When challenges arise, let them serve as reminders of your inner strength and resilience. These moments are not setbacks, but catalysts for growth, pushing you to deepen your faith, to trust in God's wisdom more fully. Know that you are never given more than you can handle, for within you lies a divine power that can overcome any obstacle. With each difficulty, you are being refined, shaped into the person who is ready to embrace the fullness of God's restoration. You are becoming a testament to faith, a living example of the transformative power of divine love. In these times, call upon the strength within you, a strength that is not your own but is a gift from the Creator. Feel it rise within you, giving you courage, filling you with hope. Remind yourself that you are never alone, that divine presence is with you, guiding you, protecting you. This strength is your anchor, a steady foundation that keeps you grounded when the waves of life become turbulent. With each breath, reaffirm your faith, your belief in the promise of restoration. Let this faith be the compass that guides you forward, step by step, toward the life that is waiting for you. As you move forward, bring a spirit of gratitude into each day. Even before you see the full manifestation of restoration, begin to thank God for what is coming. This gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a powerful affirmation, a declaration that you believe in God's promise. With each thankful thought, you align yourself with the energy of abundance, creating a fertile ground for blessings to grow. Let this gratitude fill your heart, knowing that you are already blessed beyond measure, that God's gifts are already on their way to you. In the quiet moments, allow yourself to reflect on the journey you have walked. See how far you have come, the strength you have gained, the lessons you have learned. Recognize that every step, even the painful ones, has been necessary, shaping you into the person you are today. You are not who you once were. You have been transformed by grace, renewed by faith. Embrace this growth, honor this transformation, and let it fill you with pride and peace. You are a testament to resilience, a living example of the power of faith, a witness to the divine love that restores. Imagine yourself sharing this journey with others, not from a place of loss, but from a place of restoration. See yourself as a beacon of hope, a light for those who are still in darkness. Your story becomes a message of faith, a reminder that God's love is always at work, that restoration is always possible. You are not only a recipient of God's grace, but a vessel for it, sharing the message of hope and renewal with all who need it. Through your faith, you inspire others to believe in the power of restoration, to trust in God's promise for their own lives. With each step, you are walking into a future that is bright and full of possibility. Feel the joy of this unfolding, the peace of knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that the journey of restoration is a sacred one, filled with moments of grace and beauty that will reveal themselves in perfect time. As you hold this vision, remember that you are not alone, that God's presence is with you, guiding you, loving you, restoring you. Imagine each step as a prayer, each breath as a declaration that you are aligned with God's plan. You are not merely waiting for restoration, you are actively participating in it, embodying the divine trust and faith that open doors to miraculous transformation. With every moment, with every heartbeat, you are drawing nearer to the fulfillment of God's promises. Let this understanding fill you with serenity. You do not need to rush, for divine timing is perfect. What is meant for you will come, not a moment too soon or too late, but exactly when it is destined. Visualize your soul as a vessel filling with the light of God's presence. Feel this light wash away doubt, replace fear with courage, and turn worry into peace. You are being renewed, not only in the visible aspects of your life, but deep within, where real change begins. This process is unfolding in silence and in peace, much like seeds that grow beneath the earth before breaking through the surface. Trust in this quiet, invisible work. Though you may not yet see the fruits of your faith, know that growth is happening, that transformation is underway. Allow your heart to open to this truth: God's love is the most potent force of all, capable of resurrecting dreams, restoring what seems lost, and creating beauty from ashes. There is no obstacle too great, no wound too deep, that His love cannot heal. Each prayer you offer, each moment of stillness, invites this love to work in your life. And as you surrender to it, you become a reflection of this divine energy, radiating hope and resilience. Others will see this light within you and be inspired, for you are living proof of restoration's power. Imagine yourself standing in a place of complete peace, knowing that everything you have prayed for, everything you have dreamed of, is coming into being. Feel the gratitude that wells up within you, the sense of being profoundly cared for by the Creator of all things. Even in moments when life tests your faith, remember that you are not abandoned, you are in the sacred process of becoming. Each challenge, each delay is shaping you, refining you, preparing you to receive all that you have asked for. This journey is not only about gaining, but about becoming, about awakening to the truth of who you are in God. Begin to see every experience, every person, as part of this divine tapestry, each thread adding to the beauty of life's design. There is meaning in every encounter, wisdom in every lesson, even those that come through difficulty. Trust that nothing is wasted in God's plan. Each moment is a building block in the foundation of your destiny. With this perspective, you find peace in the waiting, knowing that each day brings you closer to the fulfillment of God's promises. Think of restoration not only as the return of what was lost, but as the renewal of something even greater. Imagine that for every hardship endured, for every tear shed, God is preparing a blessing that will surpass your expectations. This is the divine equation: for everything surrendered, something greater is returned. You are not simply regaining what was taken, you are receiving an upgrade, a transformation, a gift that aligns with the new person you have become. As you move forward in faith, keep your heart open to the subtle signs of restoration. Sometimes it may be a quiet moment of peace, a gentle nudge of intuition, or a small blessing that affirms God's presence. These moments are divine reminders that you are on the right path, that the restoration you seek is drawing near. Each sign, each whisper from the divine, serves as a beacon guiding you through the darkness and into the light of a new beginning. In the stillness of your heart, know that you are deeply loved and infinitely worthy of all the goodness that is coming to you. Allow this truth to be the foundation upon which you stand, unshaken and unwavering. When you live from this place of inner security, you are no longer swayed by the world's opinions or circumstances. Your faith becomes unbreakable, a powerful force that attracts blessings to you like a magnet. God's promises are written into your very being, and as you trust in them, you unlock the abundance that is already yours. Each day, affirm that you are a co-creator with God, that your faith and trust are essential components of this process. Through your belief, you are actively shaping your reality, participating in the manifestation of God's promises. See yourself as a divine collaborator, working in harmony with the universe to bring forth the blessings destined for you. As you take this approach, you begin to understand that restoration is not only a gift you receive, but a divine process you partake in. Feel the power of your words, the strength of your intentions as they go out into the world. Each positive thought, each prayer of gratitude builds the energy of restoration around you. You are not waiting idly, you are creating, actively inviting God's grace into every area of your life. When you speak words of faith, you are watering the seeds of your destiny, nurturing the garden of your life with the power of divine intention. As you continue on this path, let go of any need for approval, any desire for validation from others. Your journey is between you and God, a sacred relationship that requires no external endorsement. Walk confidently, knowing that the divine presence within you is all the validation you need. Each step you take is blessed, each action aligned with divine purpose. You are walking in the footsteps of grace, and nothing can hinder the blessings that are destined for you. When you encounter setbacks, remember that they are not roadblocks but redirections. Each challenge serves to guide you closer to your true path, refining your spirit, building your resilience. Embrace these moments with gratitude, knowing that they are part of God's design for your life. Each challenge overcome, each difficulty faced with faith, strengthens your connection to the divine. You become a testament to God's power, a living example of His ability to bring beauty out of hardship. Your journey of restoration is not only about reclaiming what was lost, but about discovering a deeper connection with the divine. It is a journey of awakening, of realizing that you are not separate from God, but deeply intertwined with His love and purpose. As you walk this path, you begin to see that the ultimate restoration is not just in the material, but in the spiritual. You are being restored to your true self, to a deeper understanding of who you are in God. Let this realization fill you with peace, for you are exactly where you need to be, on a journey that is sacred and unique to you. Embrace this path with joy, knowing that you are supported, loved, and guided every step of the way. You are a child of the divine, a soul that has been chosen to experience the beauty of restoration. Every loss, every challenge has served to bring you closer to this moment of renewal, where all things are made new. As you move forward, carry this vision of restoration in your heart. See it as a flame that cannot be extinguished, a light that guides you through any darkness. Let this vision fuel your faith, inspire your dreams, and remind you of the love that surrounds you always. You are not walking this path alone. You are held by the Creator, uplifted by His grace, empowered by His love. Trust in this, believe in this, for it is the foundation of your journey. And as you live in this truth, you become a beacon for others, a light in a world that often forgets its divine origin. You remind others of the power of faith, the beauty of surrender, the joy of restoration. Through your journey, you inspire others to seek their own connection with the divine, to believe in the possibility of renewal. Your life becomes a testament, a message of hope that speaks to all who witness it. You are a living example of the power of God's love, a reminder that restoration is always possible, that no loss is beyond redemption. Feel this truth resonate within you, a truth that transcends all fear and doubt. You are being restored, renewed, transformed. And as you walk this path with unwavering faith, you are stepping into the fullness of your destiny, embracing the life that God has prepared for you, a life of abundance, peace, and joy. The journey of restoration is not only about regaining what was lost, but about stepping into a higher version of yourself, a self that is aligned with the divine and ready to receive all the blessings that await. Let this journey be a celebration of God's love, a testament to His faithfulness, and a reminder that all things are possible through faith. You are walking in the grace of restoration, and as you continue on this path, you will see that every promise, every dream, every desire is already fulfilled in God's perfect timing. Let your heart be filled with joy, for you are a beloved child of the divine, chosen, cherished, and infinitely worthy of every blessing that is on its way to you. As you stand in this moment, filled with faith and hope, remember that the restoration you seek is already unfolding within you. It is not a distant promise, but a present reality. Every challenge you faced, every loss you've endured, has been part of the divine process, shaping you for the blessings that are now making their way to you. Trust in the power of God's love, which restores, renews, and transforms all things. Know that as you continue to walk in faith, embracing the truth of your divine worth, you are stepping into the fullness of your destiny, a destiny where every promise is fulfilled and every loss is returned in abundance. Embrace this journey with gratitude, for each day brings you closer to the life God has planned for you. Rest in the assurance that He has never left you and that His divine hand is at work in every moment. You are not merely waiting for restoration, you are actively living it. So rise with confidence, knowing that all you have lost will be restored and much more. In God's time, in His way, all things will be made new, and you will walk in the abundance, peace, and joy that are your birthright. Trust this process, trust His love, and above all, trust that restoration is not just coming, it has already begun. Imagine a world where everything you desire manifests with ease. A world where you no longer have to struggle or strive, but instead you simply trust in the divine power that exists within you. This is not a dream, it's your reality when you tap into the effortless power of creation. Recognizing the divine power within you is the foundation of effortless creation. It is easy to overlook the fact that each of us carries an immense power within ourselves, a power that connects us to the universe and allows us to manifest the life we desire. This power is not separate from us. It is not something external that we need to find or acquire. It resides within, woven into the very fabric of who we are. We are often conditioned to believe that we are limited, that our abilities are finite, and that we must rely on external forces to shape our lives. Society teaches us that hard work, struggle, and competition are the pathways to success, and anything less is deemed inadequate. However, the truth is that the real source of creation lies within us. This inner power, often referred to as divine power, is the same force that creates worlds, moves mountains, and brings dreams to life. When you begin to recognize this power, you shift your perspective from being a passive observer in your life to an active creator. You start to understand that you are not at the mercy of your circumstances or the world around you. Instead, you realize that you have the ability to shape your reality through your thoughts, beliefs, and intentions. This awareness changes everything. Suddenly, life no longer feels like a series of random events. It becomes a canvas that you have the ability to paint. The key to tapping into this divine power is awareness. You must first become conscious of the fact that this power exists within you. This awareness does not come through intellectual understanding alone, it comes through experience and connection to your inner self. Meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection are powerful tools that can help you connect with this inner power. By quieting the mind and turning inward, you can begin to feel the presence of the divine within you. Once you have recognized this power, the next step is to trust it. Trusting in your inner power means believing that you are capable of creating the life you desire. It means letting go of doubt, fear, and insecurity and embracing the truth that you are a divine creator. Trusting in this power also means releasing the need to control every aspect of your life. It means surrendering to the flow of the universe and allowing your inner power to guide you toward the right opportunities and experiences. However, recognizing your divine power is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process that requires consistent practice and self-awareness. Every day you must remind yourself of this truth and act from a place of empowerment. It is easy to fall back into old patterns of doubt and fear, especially when faced with challenges or setbacks. But when you remember that you are connected to a source of infinite power, you can overcome any obstacle with grace and ease. One of the most important aspects of recognizing your divine power is understanding that it is not something exclusive to a select few. Every single person on this planet has access to this power, regardless of their background, circumstances, or beliefs. We are all connected to the same source of divine energy, and we all have the ability to tap into it and create our reality. This understanding fosters compassion and unity, as we realize that we are all creators, working together to shape the world. Recognizing your divine power is the first step toward effortless creation. It requires self-awareness, trust, and a willingness to let go of old beliefs that no longer serve you. When you embrace the truth of your inner power, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You become the creator of your reality, empowered to manifest the life you desire with ease and grace. This is not just a concept or an idea, it is a profound truth that has the power to transform your life. Imagination is one of the most powerful tools we have for creating our reality. It is often said that everything we experience in life first begins in the mind, and this could not be truer. Every invention, every innovation, every piece of art or music, all of it started as a thought, a vision in someone's imagination. This is because imagination is the bridge between the spiritual and the physical, between the invisible and the visible. It allows us to access the infinite potential of the universe and bring it into form. When you use your imagination, you are tapping into the creative power of the divine. You are able to see beyond your current circumstances and visualize a future that aligns with your desires. This is not just daydreaming or wishful thinking, it is an intentional act of creation. When you visualize something in your mind, you are planting the seed for it to manifest in your physical reality. The more vividly and consistently you imagine it, the more energy you give to its creation. However, many people underestimate the power of imagination. They believe that their thoughts and visions are not enough to create real change in their lives. They think that hard work, effort, and struggle are the only paths to success. But this belief is rooted in a limited understanding of the true nature of creation. In reality, imagination is the first step in the process of manifestation. It is through imagination that we align ourselves with the energy of what we desire, allowing it to come into our experience effortlessly. Now, the beauty of imagination is that it is limitless. There are no boundaries or restrictions in the realm of the mind. You can imagine anything you want, no matter how big, bold, or unconventional it may seem. Your imagination allows you to transcend the limitations of the physical world and explore the infinite possibilities that exist in the spiritual realm. This is why imagination is such a powerful tool for creation. It allows you to access the divine power within you and bring it into form. When you begin to use your imagination intentionally, you are engaging in the process of effortless creation. You are no longer reacting to the world around you. Instead, you are actively shaping your reality through your thoughts and visions. This process is effortless because it does not require you to force or control anything. You simply imagine what you want, trust that it will come to pass, and allow the universe to bring it into your experience. But in order to harness the full power of your imagination, you must first believe in its effectiveness. You must trust that what you imagine has the power to shape your reality. This requires letting go of doubt and skepticism and embracing the truth that your thoughts are creative. When you fully believe in the power of your imagination, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Imagination is the key to creating effortlessly. It allows you to tap into the divine power within you and bring your desires into form. When you use your imagination intentionally, you align yourself with the energy of what you want, allowing it to manifest in your life with ease. Trust in the power of your imagination and watch as the universe responds to your visions with grace and abundance. Trusting the process is a critical component of creating effortlessly. When we embark on a journey of manifestation, it is natural to want to see immediate results. We want our desires to come to fruition quickly and in the way we expect. However, the universe does not always work on our timeline, and this can lead to frustration and doubt. This is where trusting the process comes in. Trusting the process means having faith that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't appear that way on the surface. It means letting go of the need to control every detail and allowing the universe to work its magic. This can be challenging, especially when we are so used to taking action and making things happen on our own. But the truth is that creation does not require force or effort. When you trust the process, you align yourself with the natural flow of the universe, and things begin to fall into place effortlessly. One of the biggest challenges to trusting the process is letting go of the attachment to outcomes. We often have a specific vision of how we want things to unfold, and when reality does not match that vision, we feel discouraged. But the universe often has a better plan for us, one that we may not be able to see in the moment. When we release our attachment to specific outcomes, we open ourselves up to even greater possibilities. We allow the universe to bring us what is truly in our highest good, rather than limiting ourselves to what we think is best. Another important aspect of trusting the process is patience. Manifestation is not always an instant process. Sometimes it takes time for our desires to come to fruition. This is not because the universe is slow or unresponsive, but because there are often unseen factors at play that need to align before our desires can manifest. When we trust the process, we cultivate patience and faith, knowing that everything is happening in divine timing. Trusting the process also requires us to stay aligned with our desires, even when we don't see immediate results. It's easy to lose faith when things don't seem to be happening, but this is precisely the time when we need to trust the most. By staying aligned with the energy of what we want, we continue to attract it into our experience. This alignment comes from maintaining a positive mindset, focusing on what we want rather than what we lack, and continuing to take inspired action. Trusting the process is about letting go of control, releasing attachment to outcomes, and having faith in the divine timing of the universe. When we trust the process, we allow creation to unfold effortlessly, knowing that everything is working out for our highest good. It may not always happen on our timeline or in the way we expect, but when we trust, we open ourselves up to the infinite possibilities that the universe has to offer. Living in the end is a concept that fundamentally transforms how we approach manifestation and creation in our lives. It involves fully embodying and experiencing your desired outcome in the present moment, as if it has already happened. This is a shift from the typical way people pursue their goals. Most of us focus on striving and working towards something that feels distant or out of reach. We place our dreams in the future, creating a psychological and emotional gap between where we are now and where we want to be. But when you live in the end, you collapse that gap, merging the future with the present, allowing your desires to materialize more effortlessly. The philosophy behind living in the end stems from the understanding that we create our reality based on our beliefs, emotions, and the energy we project. If we constantly see our goals as something we are working toward, we reinforce the idea that they are not yet ours. We place ourselves in a state of lack, where we are always chasing but never arriving. This mindset of striving only prolongs the manifestation process because it keeps us in a state of wanting rather than having. By contrast, when we live in the end, we align ourselves with the energy of already having achieved what we desire, which accelerates its manifestation into our physical reality. To live in the end, you must first get clear on what it is that you truly want. This clarity is essential because it helps you focus your mental and emotional energy on a specific outcome. Once you have clarity, begin to imagine what your life would look like if you had already achieved that goal. How would you feel? What actions would you take? How would your day-to-day experiences change? This practice of vivid visualization is crucial because the subconscious mind responds more to feelings and emotions than to thoughts alone. By fully immersing yourself in the feelings of your desired outcome, you begin to reprogram your subconscious mind to accept it as a reality. One of the most powerful aspects of living in the end is that it allows you to bypass doubt and resistance. When you consistently act as if your desire has already manifested, your mind and body align with that reality. You are no longer concerned with how or when it will happen because in your mind it already has. This is a profound mental shift that can bring about rapid change in your external circumstances. As you live in the end, you naturally begin to attract the people, opportunities, and resources that align with your vision. However, living in the end also requires patience and trust. Sometimes the outer world may not immediately reflect your inner vision, and this can be disheartening. But remember, the key is persistence. You must continue to live in the energy of your desired outcome, even if there is no physical evidence of it yet. The universe responds to consistency, and by maintaining your focus on your end result, you allow it to unfold in its own perfect timing. Living in the end is about embodying the feeling and energy of already having what you desire. It's a powerful technique for manifesting because it shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from striving to receiving. By living in the end, you align yourself with the reality you want to create, making it easier for your desires to manifest effortlessly. The power of assumption is a cornerstone in the process of manifestation. It is based on the principle that what we assume to be true, whether consciously or unconsciously, shapes our reality. This idea stems from the understanding that our beliefs and assumptions act as a filter through which we experience the world. If we assume that we are limited, that good things are difficult to attain, or that success is reserved for others, we create a reality that reflects those beliefs. However, if we assume that we are powerful creators, that abundance is our birthright, and that our desires are already on their way to us, we shift our reality accordingly. The power of assumption works because our minds are constantly interpreting the world around us based on our underlying beliefs. If you assume that you are always unlucky, or that things never work out for you, your subconscious mind will look for evidence to support that assumption. You'll notice every setback, every disappointment, and every challenge reinforcing the belief that life is difficult. On the other hand, if you assume that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, your mind will seek out evidence to support that positive belief. You'll notice opportunities, synchronicities, and positive outcomes that align with your assumption. The first step in harnessing the power of assumption is to become aware of the assumptions you are currently holding. This requires self-reflection and honesty. What do you believe about yourself? What do you assume about your ability to achieve your goals? Are these assumptions empowering, or do they limit you? Once you've identified the assumptions that are holding you back, you can begin to shift them by consciously choosing new beliefs that align with the reality you want to create. The next step is to practice acting as if your new assumption is already true. This is where the power of assumption truly comes into play. When you start to assume that you are successful, abundant, or loved, you begin to carry yourself differently. You think, feel, and act from the perspective of someone who already embodies those qualities. This shift in energy and behavior creates a ripple effect in your external world. People begin to respond to you differently. Opportunities start to present themselves, and your reality shifts to match your new assumption. However, it's important to note that the power of assumption is not about wishful thinking or pretending. It's about deeply believing that what you desire is already true, even if your current circumstances don't reflect it yet. This belief doesn't come from a place of desperation or need, it comes from a place of confidence and knowing. You are not trying to make something happen, you are assuming that it already has. This shift in mindset is subtle but powerful, and it can lead to profound changes in your life. One of the most remarkable aspects of the power of assumption is that it bypasses the need for effort and struggle. When you assume something to be true, you don't have to force it into existence. You simply align with the energy of that truth, and the universe responds by bringing it into your experience. This is why the power of assumption is so effective for manifesting effortlessly. It allows you to bypass the obstacles of doubt, fear, and resistance and move directly into the reality you desire. The power of assumption is a simple yet transformative tool for manifestation. By consciously choosing to assume the reality you want to experience, you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that reality. This creates a powerful magnetic force that draws your desires into your life with ease. The power of assumption is not about hoping or wishing, it's about knowing that what you desire is already yours and acting accordingly. Faith over fear is a guiding principle that can completely transform how we approach life and manifest our desires. Faith is the unwavering belief in the unseen, the trust that what we desire is on its way to us, even when we have no tangible evidence. Fear, on the other hand, is the belief in obstacles, limitations, and the possibility of failure. It is the doubt that creeps in when things don't go as planned or when we face challenges on our path. The choice between faith and fear is a choice between expansion and contraction, between moving forward with confidence or being held back by uncertainty. When we choose faith over fear, we are choosing to trust the process of life. We are choosing to believe that everything is working out for our highest good, even when it doesn't seem that way. Faith allows us to stay calm and centered in the face of adversity because we know that there is a bigger picture unfolding. We may not always understand the reasons for the challenges we face, but faith reminds us that these challenges are part of the journey and they are leading us toward our desired outcome. Faith is not passive. It is an active state of mind that requires conscious effort and practice. It involves consistently choosing to focus on what you want rather than what you fear. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It means acknowledging the challenges, but not letting them define your reality. When you choose faith, you are saying, I see the obstacle, but I believe that I will overcome it. This mindset shifts your energy from a state of fear and lack to a state of empowerment and possibility. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate faith is through gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present in your life. It is a reminder that you are already supported, already abundant, and already on the path to receiving what you desire. When you practice gratitude regularly, you begin to develop a sense of trust in the universe. You start to believe that if you are already blessed in so many ways, then more blessings are on their way. This belief strengthens your faith and weakens your fear. Another way to cultivate faith is through visualization. By consistently visualizing your desired outcome, you train your mind to focus on what you want rather than what you fear. This practice helps to rewire your brain, making it easier to stay aligned with your goals even when external circumstances are challenging. Visualization helps you embody the feeling of having already achieved your desires, which reinforces your faith and diminishes your fear. Fear, on the other hand, is the product of focusing on worst-case scenarios. It is the mind's attempt to protect us from potential danger or failure. While fear can sometimes be useful in situations of immediate physical threat, it is often counterproductive when it comes to manifesting our desires. Fear keeps us stuck in a cycle of worry, doubt, and inaction. It convinces us that we are not capable, not worthy, or not ready to receive what we desire. When we give in to fear, we close ourselves off to the possibilities that the universe has to offer. Choosing faith over fear requires courage, but it is a choice that becomes easier with practice. The more you choose faith, the more you will see positive outcomes in your life, which will reinforce your belief in the power of faith. Over time, fear will lose its grip on you, and you will find it easier to trust the process, even in the face of uncertainty. Faith over fear is about choosing trust over doubt, expansion over contraction, and possibility over limitation. It is the belief that everything is working out for your highest good, even when the path is unclear. By choosing faith, you open yourself up to receive the abundance, love, and success that is already waiting for you. The more you practice faith, the more you will see its power unfold in your life, helping you manifest your deepest desires with ease and grace. Letting go of control is one of the most challenging, yet liberating, practices in the manifestation process. As humans, we are often conditioned to believe that we must tightly manage every aspect of our lives to achieve our goals. We want to control the outcomes, dictate how things should unfold, and force situations to go in the direction we think is best. However, this mindset creates tension, resistance, and frustration because, in reality, control is an illusion. Life is an intricate web of events, relationships, and timing that often extends far beyond our individual control. When we try to force outcomes, we are actually working against the natural flow of the universe, which often results in stress and delayed manifestations. The essence of letting go of control is rooted in the understanding that the universe or divine power operates in ways that are far more intelligent and efficient than we can comprehend. There is a greater order at work that aligns people, events, and opportunities in perfect harmony. Our job is not to micromanage this process, but to trust it. By releasing control, we allow the universe to deliver our desires in ways that we might not have anticipated. This doesn't mean that we stop taking action or pursuing our goals. It means that we release our attachment to how those goals will manifest. We continue to act, but from a place of flow and trust, rather than force and anxiety. Letting go of control also involves surrendering the need to know every detail about the how and when of manifestation. Oftentimes, we get so fixated on these details that we create unnecessary mental clutter and emotional stress. When will this happen? How will I meet the right person? What if it doesn't work out? These questions stem from fear and lack of trust. In contrast, when you let go, you shift your focus from these limiting questions to a sense of faith that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if you can't see it yet. It's about trusting the process, trusting the timing, and trusting that you are always supported by a higher power. The act of letting go doesn't imply passivity. It's not about giving up or resigning yourself to a fate that's beyond your control. Rather, it's about releasing the mental and emotional grip that creates resistance. You are still fully engaged in your life and your dreams, but you are no longer trying to force the universe to bend to your will. Instead, you cooperate with the universe, allowing it to guide you toward the best possible outcome, one that might be even better than you initially envisioned. This act of surrendering control is also deeply linked to detaching from specific outcomes. When we are overly attached to a specific result, we often overlook other possibilities that may be just as fulfilling, if not more so. Letting go allows us to remain open to the various ways our desires can manifest. It encourages flexibility, creativity, and openness to new opportunities. Sometimes the universe has a plan for us that is far grander than we could have imagined, but we must be willing to release our narrow focus on one specific outcome to see the bigger picture. Another important aspect of letting go of control is that it frees up emotional and mental energy. Constantly trying to control everything is exhausting. It creates a state of perpetual tension where we are always on high alert, trying to manage every variable. This state of being not only drains us, but also sends a message to the universe that we don't trust the process. On the other hand, letting go brings a sense of peace and ease. When we trust that things are working out for us, we can relax, knowing that we don't have to carry the burden of controlling every aspect of our lives. This mental and emotional freedom allows us to be more present, more creative, and more aligned with the flow of life. Letting go of control is about releasing the need to manage every detail of how your desires will manifest. It's about trusting the intelligence of the universe and allowing yourself to flow with life rather than against it. By letting go, you make room for divine guidance, unexpected opportunities, and the unfolding of your desires in ways that are beyond your current understanding. This practice doesn't mean giving up on your dreams, but rather it means embracing a mindset of trust, surrender, and faith that everything is happening for your highest good. Listening to inner guidance is a profound practice that connects you with your deepest wisdom and intuition. This guidance, often referred to as the inner voice or gut feeling, is a form of communication from your higher self or the divine. It's the quiet, subtle nudge that tells you what direction to take, even when the logical mind might be pulling you in another direction. In a world filled with external noise, distractions, and opinions, tuning into your inner guidance requires intention and mindfulness, but it is one of the most empowering practices for creating a life of alignment and fulfillment. Inner guidance comes from a place of knowing that transcends the intellect. It often arrives as a feeling, a sense of clarity, or a sudden insight that feels right even if you can't explain why. It's not driven by fear, anxiety, or societal expectations. Instead, it arises from a deep connection to your true self and the divine intelligence that is always guiding you. The challenge for many people is that they have become so accustomed to listening to external voices, whether it be from society, family, or media, that they've lost touch with this inner voice. Reconnecting with it requires quieting the mind, tuning into your emotions, and creating space for reflection. One of the most effective ways to listen to your inner guidance is through meditation or moments of stillness. In these quiet moments, you can separate yourself from the chaos of everyday life and become attuned to the subtle messages from within. Your inner guidance doesn't shout, it whispers. It doesn't compete with the noise of the world, so it's essential to create space for it to emerge. This doesn't mean you have to spend hours meditating every day. Even a few minutes of stillness can help you access this deeper wisdom. During these moments, you might receive insights, a sense of direction, or simply a feeling of peace that reassures you that you are on the right path. Another way to connect with your inner guidance is by paying attention to your emotions. Emotions are a powerful indicator of whether you are aligned with your true self or not. When you feel joy, excitement, and peace, you are in alignment with your inner guidance. When you feel frustration, anxiety, or confusion, it's often a sign that you are out of alignment and need to reassess your path. Your emotions act as a compass, guiding you toward what is right for you. By learning to trust and follow these emotional cues, you can make decisions that are more aligned with your true desires and purpose. It's also important to note that inner guidance doesn't always make logical sense. Sometimes it will prompt you to take actions that seem irrational or outside of your comfort zone. However, the inner voice is not concerned with the limitations of the mind. It sees the bigger picture and knows what is truly best for you, even if your logical mind can't yet understand it. This is where trust comes into play. You must learn to trust your inner guidance, even when it contradicts external expectations or societal norms. Following this guidance might require courage, but it will always lead you to a place of greater alignment, fulfillment, and purpose. One of the most common obstacles to listening to inner guidance is doubt. We often second-guess ourselves, wondering if we are truly hearing our inner voice or if it's just wishful thinking. The key to overcoming doubt is practice. The more you listen to and act on your inner guidance, the stronger your connection to it will become. Over time, you will develop a sense of trust in your inner voice, knowing that it has your best interests at heart. You'll begin to notice that when you follow your inner guidance, things flow more smoothly, opportunities arise effortlessly, and you experience a greater sense of ease in your life. Listening to inner guidance is a powerful practice that helps you align with your true self and the divine. It requires quieting the mind, tuning into your emotions, and trusting the subtle messages from within. By consistently practicing this, you can create a life that is not only fulfilling but also aligned with your highest purpose. Your inner guidance is always available to you, waiting for you to listen. When you learn to trust it, you open the door to a life of greater clarity, peace, and divine flow. Gratitude as a catalyst is one of the most potent forces for transformation in your life. While gratitude is often seen as a simple act of saying thank you, its true power lies in its ability to shift your entire perspective and energy. When practiced consistently, gratitude becomes a catalyst for profound changes in your emotional state, your mindset, and ultimately, the reality you experience. It helps you focus on what is already present and good in your life, which in turn attracts more positive experiences. The more you appreciate what you have, the more the universe responds by giving you even more to be grateful for. At its core, gratitude shifts your attention from lack to abundance. When you focus on what you don't have, you create a mindset of scarcity, reinforcing the belief that there isn't enough. This belief can manifest as stress, anxiety, and a constant feeling of dissatisfaction. However, when you practice gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the abundance that already exists in your life. You start to notice the small blessings that you might have overlooked, and this creates a sense of contentment and fulfillment. By shifting your attention in this way, you begin to attract more abundance because your thoughts and emotions are aligned with the energy of receiving. Gratitude also has the power to change your emotional state almost instantly. When you are feeling down, overwhelmed, or frustrated, taking a moment to reflect on what you are grateful for can elevate your mood. This is because gratitude releases feel-good hormones such as dopamine and serotonin, which help reduce stress and promote feelings of happiness and well-being. It's a simple yet effective way to shift out of negative emotions and into a more positive, receptive state. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to focus more on positive aspects of life, making gratitude a natural part of your daily thought process. Moreover, gratitude as a catalyst plays a crucial role in the manifestation process. The energy of gratitude is one of the highest vibrational frequencies you can emit. When you are in a state of gratitude, you are aligned with the frequency of abundance and love, which are essential for manifesting your desires. By expressing gratitude for what you already have, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more. This is why many manifestation teachings emphasize the importance of feeling as if your desires have already manifested. Gratitude helps you embody that feeling of already having what you want, which speeds up the manifestation process. In the realm of relationships, gratitude is equally transformative. When you express appreciation for the people in your life, you strengthen your connections with them. Gratitude fosters feelings of love, respect, and admiration, which are essential for healthy, thriving relationships. It helps you focus on the positive qualities of those around you, rather than dwelling on their flaws or shortcomings. As you practice gratitude in your relationships, you'll notice that others respond in kind, creating a positive feedback loop of love and appreciation. Gratitude also acts as a powerful tool for overcoming challenges. When faced with difficult situations, it can be easy to fall into a mindset of negativity and frustration. However, by consciously choosing to find something to be grateful for, even in the midst of adversity, you can shift your perspective and find solutions more easily. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring or downplaying challenges, rather, it's about recognizing the silver linings and the lessons that come with them. This shift in perspective helps you move through difficulties with more grace and resilience. Gratitude is not just an emotional response, but a powerful catalyst for change. It shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, improves your emotional well-being, strengthens your relationships, and accelerates the manifestation of your desires. By making gratitude a daily practice, you can transform your life in profound ways, attracting more of what you want and experiencing greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. The more you practice gratitude, the more you will see its ripple effects throughout every area of your life, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary blessings.